Women often send subtle signals to show their attraction to someone, but unfortunately, many men fail to recognize these cues. Most men have what could be called poor attraction radars, which makes them miss these subtle indicators of interest. Women, however, rely heavily on nonverbal communication, sending out feelers through their body language and expressions rather than directly verbalizing their attraction. In this extended explanation, we'll cover 10 attraction signs that women often display, but that men tend to miss. 1. Open body language. Body posture is one of the most revealing aspects of a person's mood and intentions. When a woman is interested in someone, she'll often adopt an open and relaxed posture. For instance, she may place her arms or hands openly on the table, exposing her chest area, or she might keep her arms uncrossed, which is a welcoming gesture. On the other hand, if she crosses her arms in front of her chest, this is usually a defensive posture, indicating she's not interested or feels uncomfortable. Similarly, while crossing her legs can sometimes be a closed-off behavior, if she frequently shifts their position or points them toward you, it could be an open invitation. Keep in mind that women will often close off their posture around men they find unattractive or threatening, so an open posture is a good sign. 2. Accidental touches. Research suggests that women often initiate the early stages of attraction through body language, rather than through spoken words. One of the most common signals men tend to overlook is the accidental touch. This could be a light brush on a man's arm or other parts of the body during conversation. Men often assume this touch is purely coincidental, but in the world of body language, there are rarely any true accidents. A woman may purposely bump into you, graze your fingers, or lightly brush her hips against yours as a way of testing the waters to see if there's chemistry. This accidental contact is a form of subtle flirtation, allowing her to gauge your response and see if any attraction sparks. 3. Facial expressions of desire. The face is a powerful tool in expressing interest and desire, but unfortunately, many men are oblivious to the subtle facial cues that women often give off. Slightly parted lips, for instance, are a subtle yet potent sign of attraction, as they mimic female genitalia, what psychologists refer to as a genital echo. Other cues may include fluttering eyelids or a brief downward tilt of the head, both of which signal desire. A woman may also raise her eyebrows ever so slightly when she's interested. But these micro-expressions can be fleeting and easy to miss. By paying closer attention to her facial expressions, especially her lips, eyes, and overall facial posture, you may pick up on signs of attraction that you've previously overlooked. 4. Rapid blinking. Did you know that the rate at which someone blinks can indicate their level of psychological arousal? According to studies by the Center for Nonverbal Studies, rapid blinking often signifies heightened emotional or sexual arousal. When a woman blinks faster than usual during a conversation, it may be her body's subconscious response to attraction. Most men fail to notice this, as the blink rate change is subtle and hard to detect unless you're paying close attention. So, the next time you're talking to a woman, keep an eye on her blink patterns. If they increase, it could be a sign that she's feeling attracted to you, even if she doesn't realize it herself. 5. The hair flip. The hair flip is one of the most iconic flirtation gestures. Whether seen in commercials or real life, a woman flipping or tossing her hair can be irresistible to men. The act of flipping the hair not only exposes the neck and face, two areas that are often associated with beauty and attraction, but also releases pheromones from the armpit, which can subconsciously attract potential partners. The movement itself draws attention to the woman, signaling that she wants to be noticed. Many men dismiss this as just a casual gesture, but it's often a sign that she's trying to catch your eye. 6. The leg crossing move. While crossing the legs is often seen as a closed-off signal, it can have the opposite effect depending on how it's done. A woman crossing her legs while wearing a short skirt, tight leggings, or shorts, for instance, may be drawing attention to her legs and thighs. This move can be highly provocative, especially if done in a deliberate, almost slow manner. It's a subtle yet powerful way for a woman to display her body, sparking interest and attraction. If you notice her shifting her legs frequently or crossing them in a way that reveals more of her thighs, it could be an unconscious effort to get your attention. 7. Accentuating the chest. One behavior that men commonly miss is when a woman sticks out her chest or leans forward slightly to emphasize her breasts. This action may seem innocent or purely functional, but in reality, it's a subtle way of drawing attention to one of her most noticeable physical features. Psychologists compare this to the behavior of certain animals, like the gelada baboon, that display their chests to signal fertility and sexual readiness. While women aren't consciously thinking about this comparison, leaning back, pushing out their shoulders, or standing taller all serve to accentuate their figure and subtly attract male attention. 8. Submissive gestures. Submissive gestures, such as exposing the wrists or tilting the head, are often misunderstood by men. A woman showing these behaviors may be signaling vulnerability, which can trigger a man's protective instincts. While these actions may seem subtle, they often serve as an unconscious way for women to display their femininity and softness. Men may interpret this as a sign that she's approachable and open to his advances. It's important to note that these behaviors are not about weakness, but rather a way of balancing confidence with softness in the presence of someone she's interested in. 9. Preening and self-grooming. Women often engage in grooming behaviors, like adjusting their hair, reapplying lipstick, or fixing their clothing, when they're around someone they're attracted to. This preening behavior is an unconscious attempt to look more appealing. You might notice a woman touching her hair, smoothing out wrinkles in her clothes, or checking her reflection when she's interested in someone. These movements serve to draw attention to herself, as our brains are hardwired to notice anything that moves. While men might dismiss these actions as vanity or self-consciousness, they are often signals of attraction. 10. Licking her lips. Finally, licking the lips is a classic sign of attraction that most men misinterpret. While it could be due to dry lips or simply removing food, it can also be a subconscious signal of attraction. The act of licking lips draws attention to them, and shiny, glossy lips are universally seen as more appealing. Additionally, licking the lips is a way for women to mimic the sexual act of kissing, making it a powerful and subtle invitation for attention. When combined with red or glossy lipstick, the gesture becomes even more noticeable and enticing. In conclusion, women send out numerous signals to indicate their interest, but men often overlook these subtle cues. Paying closer attention to body language, facial expressions, and seemingly innocent gestures can help men recognize when a woman is interested in them. By understanding and acknowledging these signs, men can improve their ability to connect with women on a deeper level.